Hello, y'all on YouTube. This is Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we've got part 3 of 3 unboxing. Something coming in from an awesome channel subscriber member, Joshua. He loaned me a couple of knives. We already took a look at the new Brown Knives Mini Cortex, and then we also looked at the Skiff Made Blades Asylum, which is really cool. Now we're going to look at a surprise. I don't know what it is, but we're going to find out together. All right, today I'm opening up my box again with my Utzler Duckling. This is the one that I did do a little polish on. It had a very dark acid wash look on there, and I really wanted it to look a little nicer, to highlight some of the lines that were cut in there. Beautiful. And yeah, so fun little knife. I really enjoy this one. So let's find out what the surprise is. I don't know what it is, but we will find out together. All right, here we go. It's a Brown Knives. Okay, so it's a Brown Knives. I don't know what this is. It feels heavy. Don't know what this is. Let's see if it's something I've not seen before, but here we go. Okay. Oh, this is the this is the button lock one. I've never checked this out. Okay. This is the Mini FSD. So I have a Mini FSD. It's the inset liner lock, right? This is the Mini FSD button lock, but it's a proprietary button lock, a very unique button lock. CPM 154, this is number 228. This designer is Craig Brown. All right, so this is very cool. This will be very unique to check out. I am pretty excited about that. 154 CM blade steel, which is a great blade steel. I like that. All right, so very similar in looks and size. Looks like the clip, everything here is similar, except you got a little extra cutout. This side looks almost identical, like you could replace. No, not quite. Looks like you could, but not quite. But very similar. So, all right, so this one actually has a flipper, which is cool. And it chokes up just like regular, but then you have a button here. Let's see. And the button works like that. And you, oh, you can. So you can open and close it. So now if I'm over here, can I engage that? It does go into the small of my hand right there if I do that. If I hold over here, it's kind of outside. If I go up here, I don't know. How much do I need to press that button for it to engage? So it has to be almost all the way in. Okay, so that, I mean, I guess, is it possible? It is possible. I just did it. So you could, if my hand is right there, I could disengage it. So just keep that in mind. If I'm up here, I can choke it. As soon as you put any touch on there, it does start to rock. So as soon as if you just touch it a little bit, it does start to rock a little bit. That's interesting. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's a video on how to tune that. Don't know, but you've got that beautiful milling going on in there. A lot of weight relief in there. There's that proprietary, I think those 2 screws is what tunes some stuff in there. I don't remember exactly. Beautiful hollow grind. It does have a fuller, so you can reverse flick, right? And it does have a front flipper right up here, so you can do that as well. Now, I don't know why he didn't keep that. Let's see here. Now, does that have to... Just wondering why he kept this up so high and not out straight. Interesting. Maybe it's just give it a little different angle right here. You can go across like, I don't know. But I do like this front flipper up here. So you can go up here just like that. And then you have the flipper right here. That's cool. Okay, so this was the precursor to the Mini FSD which is inset liner lock. So this has the inset liner lock, which I love this. Now this one is no longer made, as is this one. This one's no longer made. So these are, if you have one of these become rare gems, right? These become collectors. Beautifully dead nut centered. Are we? We are. Okay. Beautiful hollow grind there with CPM 154. Love that milling pattern, by the way. Look at that. That's just really cool. I don't know. I love that. That's it. It feels. Is it like the same? This one's more polished though. This one's definitely more polished than that one. I don't know. I love this though. I love the feel of the texture on here. It's kind of cool. That's really neat. Okay. I keep wanting to go in here because it reminds me of mine, but there's a button on this one. So there you go. Definitely, this would be up in the realm of button locks. Like if we're gonna, it's not quite the same, but you have the Machine-Wise Sonora, which is a button lock as well, and then of course you have the Les George VECP, which is a button lock. And I would have a board axe to show you today, but it was supposed to be returned to me from Paul Amite, who put thumb studs on it. And it's not in my mailbox, even though it says it was put in there. So I hope I get it back because there was also supposed to be another knife in there. And I just hope it didn't get lost. My USPS mail has been horrible, absolutely horrible. Anyways, those are my two button locks I have right now, but I do like this. Now notice it's on the opposite side. So this is almost like more left-hand friendly over here, because typically over here you would use your thumb on the right hand, right? And then over here it would be your index finger closing it over here like that, right? Just like this on the VECP is the same thing. You'd be over here, and it would be this one. So interesting. Very, very cool. All right, so let's do a little zoom in. I know you've seen the other one, but this is different. So a little different in the fuller. I think the fuller's different. The other one had a cutout. So this is a full fuller going all the way across. Beautiful hollow grind. There's more texture on this. I don't know if you can see it, but it definitely has more texture on the 154 seam. I rather dig that. I rather dig the feel of the texture. And then you've got the scale here, right? This one's a little more rounded here. The other one, I think on the inset liner lock, you can see it's a little more cut out. But this one's rounded, so I think it's cool. I do love that star, the radius kind of pattern. I think that's really cool. And then, of course, you're back over here. You've got the clip hidden hardware. It is flat underneath. And it does say Brown Knives underneath. Brown USA, right? Yeah. Underneath that. I don't know if you can see that. Can we get the light in there? Maybe I need my flashlight. Where's my flashlight? Oh, here we are. Can you see that? Anyways, yeah. So very, very cool. And here's the button lock. You can see that. 228, 154 steel. There's the tuning in there. It's kind of interesting. You go over here, you got a finger choil. Captive pivot right there, right? And then you got the button. And you see how that button engages right in here. So, oh, it's almost like a top liner lock, but not. Interesting. Yeah. It's not truly a button lock. It's not a plunge lock as much as it's something I would say it's like a top liner lock, but it's not. It's different. I know it's a proprietary thing that he came up with. So it is cool though. I will say that much. That's for sure. It is very, very cool. That's really stinking cool. Sorry, I'm just checking it out. All right, very cool. You can see that right there. You can see it right there. Can we, let's see if I can get a little light in there so you can see what's going on in there. You see that? I think that's interesting. A little dust in that one. Obviously, this is somebody who's been carrying this and using this knife, which I love because I carry mine. Sometimes for some of us, you know, these are safe queens. I don't believe in safe queens. I do like that. Very, very cool. Love the scales, love the pattern. And one thing you've always noticed, look at the clip. He does it over here as well. The pattern matches. Do you see that? The clip matches the pattern on the scale. I think that's a superb little touch on a knife, if you ask me. All right, let's get a nice little shot for the video, because this is going to be our little our little thumbnail, if you will. So, and then let's look at this over here. From this side, you get a nice little view of that. Very cool. All right, this is the Brian Brown Mini FSD. Not the FSD-I, but the Mini FSD. So this is the button lock, if you will. But it's... it's not a top liner lock, and it's not a bottom liner lock. It's a medium button lock. So maybe that's the difference, right? I don't know. I don't know how you would describe that. Maybe that's where his is proprietary. It's different. And it's adjustable. He has some adjustments that you can do to it, which I think is stinking cool. Reminds me a bit like the Holt Blade Works. Their particular, they have the detent nub, and a lot of people are like, well, that's like Brian Nadeau's, you know, Sharp by Design, but it's different. His is adjustable. It's different. So I don't know. I think if you expand and create different designs, I think that does change things a little bit. So my 2 cents on that. All right. Let me know what you think about this. Hey, if you found this content fun, helpful, interesting, entertaining, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. Subscribing and liking the channel, it really does help out. It allows me to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you to everyone out there who watches the videos, enjoys the content, is part of the live stream. Appreciate you, and thank you. If you haven't already, maybe consider hitting the notification button too, so you can be notified of future content like this and other videos. And a big shout out to my channel members. You do 2 things. You encourage me. I appreciate that. Thank you. And secondly, because of your generous support, you allow me to do things sooner than I thought I could. Budget banger giveaways each week. Check out knives like this to be able to cover the cost of shipping and go back. The 3 knives that were lent to me is going to be expensive to ship back. So that would be 2, maybe 3 giveaways in a week. So if it weren't for you channel members, there's no way I could check some of these things out. And that's also why I sometimes don't always check out more knives, because it does add up in costs. I don't have that large of a budget to cover shipping like that all the time. All right. So thank you, thank you, thank you. As a way for me to say thank you to you, brand new channel members, email me your name and address, and I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. So if you're a brand new channel member, email me your name and address, and I'll mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. Secondly, you're eligible for the once a month members exclusive giveaway. So each week we'll have a budget banger giveaway, but that 1 week in a month we'll have a members exclusive giveaway. It'll be 2. You're eligible for both. I've seen one channel member win both one time. So it's possible. Rare, but possible. That's my way to say thank you. If any of this sounds cool, interesting, you'd like to become a member, there's a link down below in the description. I have 3 different tiers. Would love to have you. And you go, hey, do you get special emojis? Yes. Do you get the kazoo salutes for your anniversary? Yes. Do you get the 1 year, 2 year? Yes. Do you get exclusive content? Yes. All that's true. That's part of being a member. If you want to do that, I'm honored and humbled by it. And that is down below in the description on how to become a member. So thank you. All right. If you haven't already, maybe also check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.